So it sounds like something interesting is going on there.
Zacharias frowns on noble ladies at Brandenskar. What?
Not at the city next to Brandenskar.
Maybe we should rebuild
Check
it.
some ladies.
Maybe we should place Halfus in charge of it.
You know,
I think Halfus would love the idea of having a death row prison.
Yes, the finest prison in the country surely needs a capable and competent jailer. And who better than everyone's favorite Halfus?
And of course, we need someone very capable at extracting information from those who would like to do harm to the kingdom.
Indeed.
I will add the security really needs to be. You need to do something about this security. Trick got in there with no problem.
Marcus, Hell Knights, reinforce the place.
Yeah, make sure that Trick can't get in there.
It is possible, of course, to ward a prison thusly, but it is prohibitively expensive.
Well, the prison must not be able to let the prisoners out. It did it once.
A Trick can get in and out with no problem.
But Trick is a particularly powerful cleric, with the powers of high magic at his disposal. It would be difficult to construct a prison that would hold or stop him, although not impossible.
Though I must note, it seems Asmodeus has his favour in prison breaks.
Well, Cash takes out a golden ring.
How pretty.
Yeah. Well, apparently, with enough time... I'm not proposing to anyone. This is my wedding ring. I'm just not wearing it. It chases away suitors. Anyway, apparently with enough time, even a human with no magical beings could get in. And she puts the ring on the table. My stupid husband tried to get in there to get this.
Given enough time, anyone can get to any position, in theory.
Well, he didn't even need magic. The only reason he weren't allowed was because I got tired of waiting and sent Trick to get his ass here.
I'm sure Halthus would have a great many ideas how to make the prison more difficult to break out of. It seems to be sort of his speciality.
By the way, if you see some annoying brat somewhere, long dark hair, and maybe a little too pretty for his own good, do tell me.
Looks at Marcus.
No, not Marcus. He's alive.
Yeah, I mean, Marcus frowns at that.
We can't see it, though.
He, furrows it. No, I'm not wearing my helmet and stuff like this.
Helmet is on the table next to him.
It's not Marcus.
The helmet frowns, too.
Yeah.
It always
frowns. Yeah, and I furrow my brow, like, oh.
My husband is around somewhere. I don't know where, but I know he's here. It's quite disturbing.
I am somewhat surprised that you're still here, Lady Cash. I think I recall you saying that you wanted to return to the Underdark or up north or somewhere.
I never said that. I want to know what's coming, but don't we all? Or am I just the only one who wants to know what's coming down from there?
I'm curious as well. Also, do you know anything of your cousins, the Ice Elves? Spins a glass of wine and has a drink.
You know, Vestromo has told me some stuff, but you know, he knew some stuff, but not much. And
the Ice Elves give me a bad feeling.
Of course, they're Ice Elves. And
I looks down at himself. I think they're exact opposite of my form right now. Fire Orc versus Ice Elf.
Maybe. And the spell I used told me some, but not enough information, so even if I did go to the Underdark, I don't want to fight with some lowly matron. Besides, I don't know what I would get from the Underdark. I know Richter told me he wants to do an expedition there.
Of course it did.
You don't like Richter?
The man is a snake. He will say and do anything to get in a position of power. He's certainly very skilled in what he does, but I certainly do not trust him.
Do you think he's the kind of snake which we need to remove the head of?
No.
Not at the moment. He hasn't moved against us, as far as I know.
He's not gonna move against us. I talked to him.
I'm just reminding, it's best to remove the head of the snake before it grows into a python.
Yes, I have had similar thoughts of Hubert, but surprisingly, the good Chiron here interceded on his behalf. I was on my way to strangle the poor dwarf.
Hubert will not be a problem.
Strangle?
And neither will Richter.
I thought that was a little violent for you, Zacharias. Wouldn't you just paralyse his lungs?
Zacharias smiled. Me violent, perished a thought.
Richter is dancing around on my behalf. There's no reason to be nervous about him.
Seems like everyone's picking up pets.
But Richter is a fun pet, and he has really good taste in wine and smokes.
You can appreciate that, I suppose.
Well, yeah. But you know, so does Barclay. He has good taste in wine. So, yeah, I don't know. Everywhere I go, I just get wine. And all these suitors, it's wonderful.
What? Wine is the nectar of the gods. It's delicious.
Cash should definitely get into some really smoky whiskey.
I don't know. You know, maybe Richter has whiskey. He had everything.
Mm-hmm.
So why not?
A huge cigar and a big glass of whiskey. That's Cash.
He had freaking. He had stuff from Catapish.
Mm.
Richter.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Which also...
Cash had quite the party with Richter.
Which also brings something to mind that I should now inform the still living members of the party about. He smiles.
Oh no. What?
Yeah.
What have you done this time, Zacharias?
So many things. So many delightful things.
Killed any puppies?
Not today, no.
Is that yesterday's agenda?
You did a couple, several weeks ago now, more than a month, if memory serves, commission some work from me in my laboratory. That work is now complete.
Ah, excellent.
Great.
The clone can be delivered to you with the tube it is housed in, if you wish. Otherwise, it will remain in my laboratory.
No.
I would like myself. Karen frowns.
Zacharias smiles. Of course.
Yeah,
I would be delighted.
Give it to Trick. He knows what to do.
Here you go. Let's throw him the body.
Zacharias.
No, Cat has to deal with Trick.
Out of all of us, you're the one person who knows where my secret vault is. Feel free to put it in there.
As you wish, then.
No one else can find the door to it, but I'm sure you can.
I can find a great many things. Yes. Very well. Your clones with tubes shall be delivered as soon as it can be arranged. Then. I shall also send with some instructions how to keep it fresh, change some fluids and some such.
Shouldn't be an issue.
No, it's a trifling matter.
By the way, Azorius.
Yes. Oh, I'm almost out of
You
wine.
know... What?
Almost out of wine. Have to get another bottle.
I'm always out of wine. Anyway, how many... Wait, damn it. This is annoying. Well, Cash will tell us... Can I have a word with you in private at some time?
Sure.
This doesn't...
My door is always open.
Yeah, but you seem rather busy and not wanting to keep me around your throne. Quite rude.
There was business to attend to with hell itself when Haven is shown to the stage.
Still?
Right now, there is definitely time free. Just don't worry. Same goes for any of you if you have anything or work to commission. I'm sure if any of you ever have any more weapons or armaments you want put together.
The same goes for me. I have also a decent amount of free time currently. If you need me to look into anything, I can certainly do it. Looks around, then he frowns a little bit and says, "I have been thinking about the current status of the kingdom, and to be perfectly fair, we are not in the best of positions. We are broke. Most of the kingdom is destroyed or in ruins. Some of it we have done. Most of it has been Sakharov.
I will note, I actually expected worse of the kingdom at this point. I expected it to be more of a fiery rubble than it currently is.
The main problem we have is with security. We have a great army camped outside the city, but we need to do something with it sooner rather than later, I think.
Send them to the north.
I have a variety of ideas, one of which is, of course, firstly reclaiming the Watch Wall is a great idea.
Yes, that should be done. The borderlands need to be reclaimed.
Besides,
once that is reclaimed, I have a variety of ideas which may also have use for them, assuming we still have enough of an army left at that point.
besides, what I've gathered, there is thousands of crumbled castles and land they can take there.
Yes.
What is left?
Which will
That's
help
the
fulfill
plan.
our end of the deal with them anyway.
Yes, that is the plan. So set them into position, make them govern the newly conquered land. They are in charge of it for security and its rebuilding. It will keep our end of the bargain, and it will strengthen the state's coffers. It is a good idea, I think.
I do fear threats are on the way. There is things in the Territorial, powerful beasts, which at some point may disapprove of us, and in the north, who knows what's up there? We know there's ice elves, we know there's the ice giants, but we also know there's other things up there. All manner of which could cause problems. And then, of course, we have the manner of the princess and dragon.
At that, Kyron mumbles almost absent-mindedly. Don't worry about the Cabraya.
Looks at Karen. Why
He looks
not?
out, realizing that he said that out loud. Frowns.
What did you do?
I have plans for the Cabraya.
Yes.
Oh, really?
He shrugs.
I also have some thoughts of things with the Territorial as well.
If you have any thoughts of attempting to pacify the area or take control of it, I might be interested in it as well. The Territorial is home to a lot of incredible, interesting ingredients and other reagents that could be quite useful to me in my senate.
Don't remember what the Cabriar is.
It's the big forest.
It's a big jungly forest.
Where we had the horn. That's
Oh.
Remember when we went?
I remember.
When we got lost in the forest like 5 times.
Thanks, Malachi.
There is something I haven't been able to find, which I have a feeling might be somewhere in the Territorial as well. So I'd be quite interested.
Or ex-girlfriend.
No, her.
Yeah, she's a native. But Karen will turn to Zagros and say, whatever magical things it is you need from the Cabraya, I suppose something can be arranged, but I will make it quite clear that I am very interested in the area.
Well, luckily for you, Kyron, I'll also say the area is not what I'm interested in so much as there's someone I'm looking for in there.
The ex-girlfriend.
I'm interested in the area mainly as a larder. I don't have any real intentions of controlling it. But you might want to contend with Marcus. He is holding Farhold, after all.
Farhold is not part of the Cabraya. It is a border town, if you look at it that way.
Marcus, would you have any interest in the Territorial?
Nope. Well, maybe the northern edges, but not really.
Looks over to the rest of the party and says, speaking of the northern edges, we, as I said, we have something of a security issue at hand. My suggestion would be that we try to spread our influence further. I have no idea exactly how large your current organizations are, but I do think we need to start spreading out quite aggressively. Most of my people are concentrated in and around Gastenhall. We have decent connections in many places, especially in the academia. My suggestion would be this: that for every fortress, every major keep in the country, we arrange something akin to what was in now destroyed Valentine. A commander who is either the one of the Hell Knight ranks, or perhaps one of the mercenary captains that we reward with such a position. Around him, as advisors, he should have people of our organizations. That way we will be kept abreast of what he is doing on his progress, and can also lend our assistance should it be needed. For instance, a capable arcane scholar from the Senate would be at hand to advise on such matters. Someone from from your order, motioning towards Azurius, to bless the troops or whatever it is you people do.
Yes, I have a variety of both priests and more scholarly types, which I can send up there as well, depending on the use.
From Cash, I am sure your organization is full of competent spies and assassins. Someone like that could be very useful to have close to someone in position of military.
Well, there is one problem.
Yes.
They're gonna be gone for how long is it now, Menekai? Was it 1 or 3 months?
Huh?
How long is it they're gonna be gone? 1 or 3 months?
3.
3 months.
All of them?
Mm-hmm.
That is some time, but I doubt we will be...
Reclaiming the wall would take a while.
Yes, I doubt we have reclaimed the wall within 3 months. That seems a very...
We've done the impossible before.
Yes.
Well, they are busy for 3 months.
As are a lot of things. I feel my organisation will be busy praising the truth of our new king.
And I am sure that someone from the Claw would like to open up different taverns and bars around a lot of the new keeps, right? There should be a Barclay in every keep.
So
Smiles wistfully as he remembers Barclay.
Aww, Barkley.
Karen shrugs. Maybe. Not much business to be made in the keep, though.
Oh,
The
but
soldiers
this is not
soldiers
to earn money, it is to have control. Didn't you listen?
I did, but there's easier ways to gain control. You can just kill those who disagree, can't you?
Sounds just
Quirks
like
an eyebrow.
one now.
And how would we know if they are up to something we do not approve of if we don't watch them? And that is why I'm proposing this. It is a way for us to cast a wide net over the kingdom, to have eyes and ears everywhere. If we have people close to seats of power and military all over the kingdom, we will also be informed on what is happening.
A strangling web of influence.
Yes. We need information. We need to know what is happening. People talk in bars. They tell each other things when they are not thinking, when they are drunk. They talk to ladies of the night very freely because they listen and are kind, etc. He waves a hand. A scholarly wizard gets asked a lot of things and consulted on a wide variety of topics. Same goes for the prelate, who takes care of confessions and whatnot.
Malachi? Was it only assassins that survived Thorn, or did any a nice word for that?
Courtiers?
Companions.
What?
There were others who survived. Yeah.
That were not assassins.
Yeah.
That were courtesans.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I have some courtesans.
Yes.
Who needs a job?
You know,
And
it can
then
get lonely in a keep.
and then some an official, either commander of the
General.
keep or a military advisor from the Hell Knights. This I propose that all, like at least one representative from all of our organizations should be in every major town or village or keep, so we know what is happening. If you don't have the people for it, start recruiting. This is important, I think.
Once we have the wall in place, the recruitment and positioning can be really done.
How many people do I have in my organization, courtesans and assassins?
Likely about 100.
100 each?
No, about together.
You'll need to do some recruiting, same as I think I will as well.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to bring like your level 10 assassins to this. It is enough. Like if there is like an acolyte around, or like a level 3 wizard.
You
or
need an
like,
eye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need someone to keep an eye out.
A bit.
I think most of us will need to recruit. I don't think that many of us have huge numbers of people lying around.
And my main problem is that there weren't that many. Like the arcane casters were basically exterminated.
I took a few casualties during our veil, and then the rest of it we've been hiding, so it's kind of difficult to recruit.
But now we're certainly in a position to do it more aggressively.
I lost most of my people to Thorn.
And then Marcus and Kyron, I think, lost theirs also in the Battle of the Veil.
So Zachariah sort of points a thumb over his shoulder out over the window and says, "There is, after all, a mercenary army of about 20,000 out there. I'm sure there is a lot of potential recruits."
And if nothing else, once we lift some of the bands, then things become so much easier. We can openly do more recruiting without having suspicion drawn. Because our issue stands. Well, it shouldn't stand for too much longer though. For you, Zacharias, your arcane research is looked down upon.
Not for long.
Mine and Marcus's faith is looked down upon. There's a Cash's type of business is looked down upon.
Type of business.
That is being legalized, I think.
It is.
The point stands is once all of our things are made legal in the system, it will become far easier for us to bolster our ranks and prepare for this.
But we need to prepare. That is my point. See to your people and make them ready, because we need to lock this. We need to lock this country into a vice grip from which it cannot escape.
Oh yes, we will. Talengard will remain in our hands.
We cannot see the princess because she is shielded by the dragon magic, but I do not think all of her people will be shielded as such. So even if we cannot see her, we might be able to track her movements from what we cannot see, so to speak. If we can pinpoint movements of other people, we can perhaps get a decent idea of where she is and what she is doing.
That's always an option, yes. There's always, of course, if that doesn't work, we always, of course, have one final solution.
The final solution?
If draconic magic is making her hidden, remove the source.
We do not know what the source is either, however.
However, how many places can a giant dragon hide? Less places than a princess.
Many.
Looks over to Kyron.
It is still less places than a princess can hide.
Do be aware that she does not have to use her rather, I would imagine, large draconic form at all. She could hide in a shack on a mountain somewhere. She could literally be anywhere.
I just thought the amusing thought. What if she was the dwarf on our council?
She is the dwarf on our council.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna go and strangle the dwarf.
I doubt it would be an amusing turn of events.
Strangle him.
You are lawful good, I see.
Everyone talks so nicely of him.
Don't you think it'd be an
That's
amusing
why I
turn?
don't like him. He's too nice.
I can detect law and detect good, and if I detect both on him, then he dies.
No!
If nothing else, I can always check his alignment if I get some time to prepare.
Alignment doesn't matter. What matters is he's a very good spokesperson. He can get the people to believe anything. Even if it doesn't.
Good doesn't mean...
Do you know Azurius?
Useless and stupid.
No, but the thing is, the people chose Hubert. And Hubert will feed whatever information the people want to know, and they'll be happy about it. That's what
Exactly.
he's good at. Yeah.
Yeah. He's on
A
our
man
side.
after
Leave
my
Hubert
own heart.
alone.
A man after my own heart.
He's
But too good.
he's a dwarf. He's a man.
With a little bit of corruption,
Don't
he'd be
hurt.
perfect for me.
You know, he does what he's supposed to do, and he's good at it. So leave him alone.
No, I think we should definitely keep an eye on him, because if he starts leaking to any resistance movement, he must be taken care of.
Also, the resistance movement will be burnt by unholy fire.
And speaking of which, we actually still have one of the more important potential players in such a movement here in the city. That is what I would suggest we strike at next. I'm talking about the Knights of Valerian.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Knights Valerian. How
And
you give me so many.
give back Venya's rule.
Yes, that is easy enough.
You can, by the way, start the next meeting. Basically, start the first month as soon as you want.
I know. But yeah. the
Basically
Knights of
discussing the options before we go into the meeting.
The Knights of Valerian, of course, so many issues for all of us, I feel. And, of course, stand in the way of our rule.
As far as I know, I have talked to Barca, but the Grand Master of the Order, by a knight by the name of Greymantle, still resides in the Guild Hall here in the city, I believe. That Guild Hall must be seized, everything in it confiscated, of course. The Guild Master should be removed, but I would rather we keep him. If he is such a just knight, as I have been told he is, he might know a great deal of information that might be quite useful to us.
May I recommend Lord Torture Halfus?
Yes, or we just have our good friend Lictor Marcus take a look at him.
Depends on his will.
He can be so very persuasive.
Depends on his will, I suppose.
It's just that
It is only a
doesn't
matter of
have much-
time, is it not, Marcus? How long
Marcus-
could a mortal actually resist you?
Well, but Halfus hasn't had much to do for a long time.
I mean, how often can you
mean-
dominate?
Every round, I think.
Yeah, so give
On
10
average.
minutes, and that guy have been completely. He has completely broken.
Damn it,
But
just
how
staring
fast-
at him.
Yeah,
But that-
100 attempts at at domination.
But Halfus...
He will get Brandon's scar.
Oh, the Knights of Valerian. I lost 11 years to them. I think it's time to make some changes. Anyway,
That is what I would suggest as the first order of business, anyway.
So are we gonna do it?
Depends. We need to talk to the rest of the council and Barca specifically if he has any. If he has any suggestions. If he does not, I imagine we can just walk in and take care of it.
and then as a council they can fill out the paperwork to have their removal from anything official.
Yes. Remember, we would like to take him alive, though.
By the way, has everyone noticed Barcus cane?
Yes.
What's up with his cane?
Catch knew that particular cane.
Oh.
No.
It's not a cane. It's a goddamn dagger inside it.
Oh, it's a sword cane, of course it is.
It's a sword, or not a sword. It's a dagger.
It's the most stylish kind of weapon to keep with you.
It's very stylish. You know, Cass was like, "Wow, look at that cane."
I want some of that.
I wonder
What?
if I wonder if I make my scepter into a sword cane.
You know,
Yeah, one-
Cash likes to hang out with the different people and have fun. You know, drink wine at. You know, we sat on the damn balcony drinking wine together.
I'm sure it was lovely.
It was lovely. It was very good wine. Talked about daggers and canes. And I just don't. He does he walk like he needs that cane? Manikai,
He is very
He
old.
sometimes supports himself on it, yeah.
well, it's not a cane, not just a cane. It's a very fancy dagger.
I don't think we need to be afraid of someone
No,
wielding
no, no.
a dagger.
I just like it. I'm jealous. I want a cane dagger.
We can make you a sword cane.
So, shall we get on with this? Maybe.
Sure.
Sure.
The knight will continue his fade to black.
Yeah, better get away from his throne.
We should do this more often.
Yeah. Reminiscing about the olden times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How many people we have killed, etc.
Do you remember that time?
Remember.
So Marcus is gonna sit on Barca's chair.
It's Barca's chair.
Sure.
Remember when we thought we could kill the king?
And we did.
Yeah, we did.
And then we did it.
It took us so long.
Are we gonna do something about?
Comes up the corpse. Yes, it did, didn't
No,
it?
no, not the guy. You know the half elf in the chamber.
The other Barker.
Oh. Oh yeah, that guy. We should probably just kill him off, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's too much of a. He seems very unpredictable and extremely haughty. I fear if we let him loose, he would like start working against us or something.
He did challenge Zacharias' honor.
He did.
He did.
Or he would like demand to be on the council or something crazy like that.
He did.
Well, remember he told Zacharias to call him my lord.
Yes, you may refer to me as my lord. Mm-hmm.
Wow, is Zacharias gonna fall for taunts now?
No, but
The point is when he said that, I as a player and as a character, I just stepped back and waited for the disintegrate.
it was very close.
you know, he's a stupid half elf. He didn't know because Zacharias is always in his human form.
Being a half elf does not excuse you from demanding we call him lord.
He is.
Well, he thought he was all high and mighty.
And the problem is he still thinks that. So either we break him and cower him into submission.
Albus.
You know,
Or
I think we
we-
should just throw him to Barca and let him have the problem.
The problem is Barca was like, yes, we Barcans stick together. And if he was basically, I got the impression that if he knew that the other one was alive, he would like rush to his aid and be super supportive of him and such.
Supportive of what?
His claims to the throne and crap, because
Well-
he has that.
How do you say it, Leothin?
Yeah.
Leothin has a stronger claim than he.
Yeah, but he didn't press it. This guy does. That's like that. The only thing we've talked to him about has been him being like, "Oh, you should put me on the throne."
That is the thing. It's not if you don't push your claim, you don't really get crowned. But if you want to push your claim,
I mean, I guess we can talk to him again and see what we think.
You know, I want to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
What? Are you jealous of my friend making?
No, you can keep that Barca guy. You can keep him. I am sure he and Cash will come along swimmingly.
No, I think you underestimate Cash.
I am not sure that is possible.
Well, you never know.
Do we want to do this whole meeting business? Because at this rate, this book will go forever.
That's the plan, right?
I suppose.
Yeah.
We'd never stop.
Oh, no one told me of this plan, but I like it.
So you gather for the meeting.
Yes.
Week after the king has been named. Now where's the crown on his head? Setting the chamber in infernal glow as he does it.
ooh, I like the mood lighting.
Very stylish.
All who do not follow as Modius feel kind of uneasy, and those who do feel sort of empowered.
Oh my. We should have him here all the time.
Deserter's horn are larger. It's empowered.
It does seem to compliment him on when he comes in.
Mhm.
Every one of us Modius does. They're like, oh my god, you're so awesome. I have a poster over my bed of you.
Azurius will give Jester a wicked smile.
We should paint his portrait and send it out to princesses around the kingdoms.
You should. No, maybe Desidera and Cash say
No.
that at the same time. I have a poster over my bed.
Woo!
You know,
If you do it, Cash is gonna hang it above her bed.
that was a bad roll.
I mean, it's an okay portrait, I guess.
That was a 2.
Trick is
We're not-
gonna complain about it.
We're not really
True
gonna.
portrait.
We're not really gonna charm like the like one of the like the Crimson Throne with that portrait though.
That was a 2. I'm just saying.
I don't think
Even-
it's the portrait quality that matters. I think it's the thing you draw, and I have a very good suggestion
Also-
for who to
Yeah.
draw.
Is it Telemundus?
Maybe.
I've done that. I've already done that once. Would you like it a second time?
Is it Telemundus in a
Telemundus
gold,
for every
bra?
home.
The National Gallery of Telemundus.
I mean, I remember part of what goes into the quality of a portrait is how much money you pour into it, right?
Hundreds of thousands of treasury money. Indebted for a million years, but the gallery is good.
Magnificent.
If you have a thing for like this one black dragon,
Cash understands Telemundus on that note.
Also, that whole thing with the faces of presidents in the mountains in America,
Yeah.
whatever that is.
what you
Yeah,
want
Mount
that?
Rushmore.
Yes, yes.
Mount Rushmore.
Can we have a
Mount
Mount-
Actually,
Telemundus.
pretty awful though.
Wait.
That
could
would
we-
be pretty good. I think we should definitely get a Mount Rushmore going.
Just
Wait, can
take the biggest mountain in Telangad and turn it into the entirety of it into a statue.
If you're gonna do a Mount Rushmore though, you gotta actually finish it.
Yeah.
Why?
Just,
We
wait.
didn't.
Could we have a Mount Rushmore of this?
Let's get back to the meeting, shall we?
All right. So you gather.
Yes.
The first order of business is for the next coming month. Basically, what will be done, and everyone seems to have their suggestions, except for Illicif. She doesn't really seem to want to pinch in too much.
That's fine.
She hasn't really hung around here. It seems she comes in here mostly for the meetings.
Sure.
I will link our document in the Skype chat for those who are not aware.
Thanks.
So,
If you have questions about what anyone thinks you should do, just ask.
There's a-
Well, if Elizabeth doesn't offer any advice, I think we know what everyone else wants. Because we had that meeting last session. Unless their opinions change now, for whatever reason.
the glowing hell crown.
Seems not really.
Okay, but I do think that our first order of business was, as Jonas and Zacharias have already suggested, taking care of the Knights of Illyrian.
Yes, they need
Yeah.
to lose their status as where they are. They need to be their lives. we want their leader alive.
Thank you, Chloe.
What?
Is that Chloe's croaky sound? Like a
No, it's just like
Jake-
she's still laughing maniacally, waving her wand around.
yeah.
It's like Jabba the Hutt has that little thing that laughs.
Oh yeah.
When I
Yep. That's how she is. That thing has a name. I forget it.
Regardless.
Silicious Crub, I think it's name.
So you wish to basically, Barker certainly agrees with this. Barathon says that they are basically a very powerful symbol of Mithra, and even though they have been broken, he supposes that this could be something. Desert doesn't really see them as much of a problem. He says that this might just make the new government seem more vindictive than it needed to, but he supposes if my lord thinks this is best, then so it must be. Richter goes along the same lines. Hubert doesn't really say a whole lot, and Mallory just muses about that they must have some relics in there somewhere. That could
It's a
be
good meltdown and
along.
I would like to review any relics they do have, but any remainders can be got by sword.
throw into the treasury.
Yeah.
All right.
There is a chapter hall. The main chapter hall of the Knights of Valerian is in Telangard. It's in the military district of Sourceville.
Very well. Then I would suggest that we take some of the Merc army with us. We surround the place, like strike an iron ring around it so no one can escape, and then the party walks in and takes care of business.
Also, first of all, I agree that we should do that first, and also I do think we wanted to give Devrin to the Baroness.
Yes,
Yeah.
Devrin should be given to the Baroness.
Actually, after this has been decided, there will be time where people will come in and petition. And
Oh,
such
okay, sure. Petition time.
Okay.
That is fine.
For the council.
And we can look down upon them and say, no.
You failed me for the last time.
We need a trapdoor in here.
Of course, this will also be a better time when the Adarium is rebuilt.
Wait, speaking. Well, when the Adarium is rebuilt, that's one of the things I would like that installed in front of our council chamber, a trapdoor.
Teleportation trap, we send them to Sea Isle.
We must have buttons
Become
to
the headbed of resistance. And
Yes.
How many people have you sent to Seal Isle?
Not enough.
he doesn't know.
That's
He
right.
doesn't get alerted when it happens.
No.
I have an idea. I suggested building that Roman-style arena in Methrin. We should teleportation trap them into the arena where we would
Yes.
have like lions and stuff waiting.
We have Traitors Day, which is like when all the traitors get teleported into the arena.
Well, I would actually say that if you're interested, he'll begin drawing up the plans for an arena. He has been thinking of this business for quite some time, and here I do have some ideas for that. So good business.
Kyron will say that's an excellent idea, and he should get on it right away.
I actually like this idea as well. I'd like to see the blueprints. What's done.
So the criminals can be put to good use.
Yes. So eliminating knights for loan.
And
What
all
else?
the winnings, of course, go to the state. Because
Well, the state needs to pay for maintenance for it.
I would sell tickets, and then the state can get the taxes from it. Yes.
it's like Rise and Dawns. He likes what this guy's saying.
Don't worry, my lord. I can fix it up.
So Rise is picking up what Mallory is putting down.
Yours begins to sort of scribble and like fidget with his rings again.
Mm-hmm.
It's always fidgeting with something golden.
Oh, I
I'm
can make
sure it is.
sound. Have to
It
ring.
doesn't say much when his sort of thick fingers rub together.
It's more about like a meaty splash,
Yeah, slightly
like
sort of
slappy
wet sound. He usually
Yeah.
sweats in his palms.
Whew. Well, he is a delight.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we all agreed to take out the Illyrians.
Yeah.
Good.
Now,
Then
what was required to rebuild the Adarium?
like all the money.
How much is all the money?
Not that much, actually. It seems. Mark will say that he's been looking into it, and if just rebuilding is the idea, it will not be too terrible. Here, Victor will say that of course it could also be, more could be added to it, making it bigger and more ostentatious. Michael will break in and say that a good 20,000 gold would make it back into the true palace that it was before, a place right for the seat of this council.
Perhaps we should spend some money on actually something that the normal populace can enjoy before we build like the most ostentatious palace the world has
That
ever seen.
repairing it will simply show that we're here to repair the country and make it back to what it was. Then we will get to actually improving it.
20,000 to rebuild it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
Repair the acid away roof and then like
Oh yeah, the acid.
furnish everything and there's just a fire inside. And, yeah.
Honoured members of the council, to help with the rebuilding project, I am willing to put forward half of that myself.
Well, that's sort of very generous.
It will also take a month to actually do it.
Would it be a single action? Would it be something
It will take longer than a month to repair it, but to start up the process of getting everything fixed for it would take a month.
it would be an?
That includes hiring personnel and basically do everything you need to do.
This would be a full action to do.
Yes.
All right. Well, yeah, it's certainly something to consider. But I also recall taking out the Illyrians was also a month full action. Because we need to like seize holdings and do stuff.
Yeah, I don't think the Adarian is that high of a priority.
No.
It's something we should consider. It's a symbol of power and it's a symbol of stability.
I think we have given
A
enough
king in a
symbols
lone
of
hall
power
is
in
never the
last
best.
week or so.
I was probably say that yes,
also-
it does indeed matter more that we get rid of the enemies first.
Yes.
Yeah. The point is,
And the
it's also something we should consider because controlling the nobility becomes easier if we show ourselves to have a high level of power and prestige. Also, foreign relations.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not something to be disregarded, but we do have more important matters first.
Yes. Very well.
Then if we have a look through our topics.
Proclaim freedom of religion.
Yes.
Yes.
That is something we want to do.
That does not take time and it does not cost anything.
I don't think we should do that right away, though, should we?
Why
I
not?
think it's a great idea.
Out with the old oppressions.
We're not-
in with the new abilities. We are gracious and generous lords.
We're not saying that you can't be Mithrin, we're just saying you can be everything.
Exactly.
we're not-
you
we're
can do
not-
everything.
We shouldn't
not
get
saying-
rid of the entirety of the Mithrin Church in like the first day of rule.
No, but
We
this is
don't,
not getting.
guys.
We're not getting rid of it. We're not banning the different church. We're not endorsing the Asmodean church. All we are doing here is we are saying we are giving to the people and say they are allowed to choose their god, not to be forced into it by the state. That is not the
Exactly.
state's rule. That's not where the state should come from.
But not just, I believe that the people would like this.
Yeah.
The state has no authority to choose your religion.
Would you rather worship Abadar than Mithra? Then you are certainly welcome.
Most people would continue their worship. However, some people would maybe go back to what they used to.
That's fine.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
The point-
Ending the Inquisitional rules, it was not the victor who instated them, it was his mad son,
Yeah, we should change it.
the zealot, who
Then
we are breaking free from the mad Darians.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're breaking with an old, antiquated tradition.
We're giving freedom
one-
to the people.
No one liked that tradition anyway.
What if we began taxing the church as well?
Yeah, let's tax
There-
church. Do
Sec-
it.
there-
All
there's a
religions can pay equally.
there's a gleam in Zacharias' eye.
It might take a little bit of time to do, but
He
Well,
smiles.
I'm in
put a little
favor.
bit of money in the
He
church.
smiles widely and
More
then,
money.
and then looks at Asurius, Marcus, and then at Mallory and says, "Yes, the money."
Right now, we have more pressing issues than taxing the church.
I think taxing the church is an excellent idea.
I
Yeah.
know you do, Zacharias.
Perhaps at some point.
But
They
the
have a
Mith-
lot of land and wealth in
But
places.
the Mithrin church
Money!
has a lot of stuff.
All the gold.
I love
It's not necessary to worship by having gold.
So, Dark, I'm just saying, the Mithrin church, oh wait, they probably don't have much
Perhaps
land.
churches should be made of wood.
The Mithrin church has plenty,
Yes.
the Mithrin church has plenty of resources, and I like the idea of taxing them, but I don't like the idea of being taxed.
I really
No
like
way.
super heavy taxes on churches. That seems like an excellent idea. Gold.
It's a big.
Zacharias, I need to have a talk with you.
Zacharias is currently shaking the hand of Mallory, like patting his back.
I recommend bringing your stave.
Well, it just happens this is a council, not of 2 people, it's a council of many. Just because Zacharias says so, it doesn't mean it's gonna happen.
Asmodeus does like taxes.
See,
Desiders
see,
say that?
Desiders in on
Yeah.
this.
That it is sadly true, Asmodeus does like taxes, but we have more pressing issues than taxing right now, the church.
But the gold. Oh yeah, I agree. We have more pressing issues right now than to tax the church, but I think it's an amazingly amusing idea.
That Zacharias might be able to feel the hellfire at his neck.
Good. But you know, it wasn't even Zacharias who suggested taxing the church, it was
No,
Mallory.
but he's endorsing it.
Zacharias endorsed everything Mallory says.
He likes Mallory.
Well, maybe you should marry him if
You
got
know,
the
money
job.
makes Mallory go round. I mean, the world go round.
Just think if he had a year with this kingdom,
He would have so much money, and the kingdom would be in
have all of
complete shed. But yeah,
There'd be like a 50% tax on everything.
He is Jabba the
That's
Hutt,
for him.
basically.
On Mallory.
Oh, all right. Should we listen to the petitioners then?
Yeah, let's do it.
Open the doors!
Yes. Bring in the populace.
All right then.
Put them on the table.
The first
Put them on the table.
who has sent someone is the Duke of Gastenhall.